The courtroom drama for Jian Ghomeshi is over. The former broadcaster will not face a second trial after the final charge against him has been dropped. Let's go live to our Cindy Palm with the latest on the legal proceedings, including some powerful words from the woman at the center of the case. Cindy.
Rosie, this final sexual assault charge against Jian Ghomeshi was dropped after he agreed to sign what's called a peace bond. It's an agreement promising good behavior, but crucially, this is not an admission of guilt. For the first time, we heard in court from the former CBC host, who has never said a word before in that courtroom. He apologized to the accuser, a former CBC producer who claimed that Ghomeshi had inappropriately touched her. In his apology, he said, and I quote, "I now recognize that I crossed boundaries inappropriately. A workplace should not have any sexualized tone. I failed to understand how my words and actions would put a coworker who was younger than me and in a junior position to mine in an uncomfortable place." Ghomeshi teared up as he gave his mom and sister a hug, and he said that he let them down. However, when his accuser spoke outside this courtroom a little while ago, she said his apology did not go far enough.
It's unfortunate, but maybe not surprising, that he chose not to say much about what exactly he was apologizing for. I'm going to provide those details for you now. Every day over the course of a 3-year period, Mr. Ghomeshi made it clear to me that he could do what he wanted to me and my body. He made it clear that he could humiliate me repeatedly and walk away with impunity. There are at least 3 documented incidents of physical touching. This includes the one charge he just apologized for, when he came up behind me while I was standing near my desk, put his hands on my hips, and rammed his pelvis against my backside over and over, simulating sexual intercourse.
And joining us now with analysis is Global News legal analyst Lauren Honigman. Lauren, the first question I have to ask is, Ghomeshi may have apologized, but is an apology the same thing as admitting guilt?
Well, it's not, and it's very important, as you read some of the words from that apology, and those are very carefully crafted. He's admitted improper conduct, no doubt about it, but an admission of improper conduct is not the same as an admission of criminal conduct, and that was made very clear in the court today. His lawyer, Marie Hennon, said no admission of criminal conduct. The judge even said, Justice Lipson made it clear, when you sign a peace bond, you're not admitting any criminal conduct. Very important. Now, I know everybody's going to say, well, you know, it's all the same. No, it isn't. You look at the wording, because when we talk about criminal conduct, we talk about a very specific legal test, and that's what's significant here, and so people have to understand the distinction.
The accuser said she didn't want to go through with the trial because she didn't want to be subject to abuse. But do you think there are other reasons she may have not wanted to go through with the trial?
Well, you never know what's going to happen, right? We know that you read reports. She gave reports about what was going on in the CBC I guess in those studios back in 2013. She may be concerned about those previous interviews, so one never knows. And as we talked before, Cindy, this is good for the Crown. The Crown spoke today about the fact that the apology was on the right road to rehabilitation. There was an exhibit put in from his therapist that he had gone to see, that he's working towards there. So the Crown said it's in the public interest. For Mr. Ghomeshi, very good result as well. Doesn't have to go through the criminal trial. Could he have been found guilty of sexual assault based on the facts? Perhaps he could. So this type of resolution, again, it looks like it is good for both sides.
Thank you very much, Lauren Honigman, for joining us as always.
My pleasure.
And of course, this comes as Ghomeshi was found not guilty of all charges in the previous trial in March, in which there were 3 other women who had come forward alleging sexual assault and the one serious charge of choking. And what this means, Rosie, is that Ghomeshi's criminal record has been wiped completely clean.
Thank you for that. Cindy Palm reporting live at Old City Hall.